A suspect who allegedly set off a pipe bomb in the New York City subway has been taken into custody after the explosion sent peak-hour commuters into a frenzy on Monday morning, local time. New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio said the incident in Midtown Manhattan, near Times Square, was being treated as a terrorist attack involving one male who, thank God, was unsuccessful in his aims. The man was identified by New York Police Department, NYPD, Commissioner James P. O'Neill as 27-year-old aka Allah, from Brooklyn. He said Allah entered an underground walkway connecting two subway stations, Times Square and Port Authority, at about 7:20 am and detonated an improvised, low-tech explosive device attached to his body using Velcro straps and cable ties. It's understood the device was a crude pipe bomb. The bomb detonated unsuccessfully and Allah was the sole person injured in the blast. He was taken to hospital with burns and lacerations to his hands and abdomen. 3 bystanders later took themselves to hospitals reporting ringing in their ears and headaches. Mr. O'Neill said Allah, a former taxi driver, made statements shortly before the incident but he would not elaborate. Get the latest news and updates emailed straight to your inbox. By submitting your email you are agreeing to Fairfax Media's terms and conditions and privacy policy. Law enforcement officials told the New York Post that Allah had said from his hospital bed, "There've been bombing in my country and I wanted to do damage here." New York Governor Andrew Cuomo confirmed that investigators believe Allah was motivated by Islamic State. He described Allah as someone who was annoyed or irritated by our political position or who was sympathetic to ISIS who apparently accessed bomb-making instructions online. Mr. Cuomo said Allah intentionally detonated the bomb but only the explosive chemical inside ignited. The pipe itself did shatter. Fortunately the bomb was very low-tech, he said on MSNBC. It did go off, but it did have the desired effect. Multiple media outlets have reported that Allah moved to the US from Bangladesh about 7 years ago and lived in Brooklyn. His home was being searched by authorities. The explosion at 42nd Street and 8th Avenue caused authorities to evacuate one of the busiest transit hubs in New York City as the work week was set to begin. 2 stations and the Port Authority bus terminal were momentarily evacuated but, 2 hours after the incident, most services had resumed. The terrorists will not win, we're going to keep being New Yorkers, let's get back to work, Mr. de Blasio said. The choice of New York is always for a reason because we're a beacon to the world and we show that a society of many faiths and many backgrounds can work and we show that democracy can work. Our enemies want to undermine that. Breaking